We are just about 4 miles off the shore of Lake Erie at Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Baltimore Ravens and the Buffalo Bills. A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Singletary to get the drive started. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Ball at the 23, second and 8. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 38, Allen. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Najee Harris, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive.
And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen. Forced out to his left. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted.
Well, certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down at the 30-yard line. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. It's brought in by Harris. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
He'll buy some time right. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Vita Vea breaking through to get the sack.
Well, that's a big defensive stop there, and it takes away a lot of the momentum from the offense coming off that big completion the prior snap. Give big credit to the defense for bouncing back.
Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. On play action, Allen. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
On 2nd and 7, Allen eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble. Now they're being chased out left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Escaping the pressure right. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Allen. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Ravens continue to pull away here in this first half. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on 4th down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
From the 29, Allen. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. It was Justin Houston, the native of Statesboro, Georgia, with a sack. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. A give up the middle to Singletary. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. He's going to float this one deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Well, you think about it, though, that interception, great for his stats, but bad for field position. It was 4th down.
Yeah, terrific observation. If there is going to be a silver lining, and this is what he'll plead when it comes time to watch it again, hey, it was just like a punt, right? So we end up taking possession of the ball. But you're exactly right about it. Should have slapped it down. Field position would be better for his offense. But how many times do you get a chance to make an interception that you turn it down? That's when your instinct kicks in and you take the football. In this case, a better decision would have been to knock the ball down.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jackson flushed out right. He gets it complete to Harris. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Play action. It's Jackson. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 43 yards.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
Again, Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson steps away to his left. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. On 3rd down, Jackson. That swung out wide to Harris. Touchdown! Najee Harris with career touchdown number 70. And the Ravens just continue to roll. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a mistake, a surprising mistake there in the kicking game as he sends that one out of bounds. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 40. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
He's got the hook up with Diggs. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little early. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Switch. Check 43. Switch. Regular.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
On 2nd and 15 now. Allen. And my goodness, another interception. Kyle Hamilton picks it. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A big play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Ravens continue to pour it on. They go up by 40 now.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Andre Sisco. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him, but you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens are pouring it on. Only the 2 catches for him thus far, CD, but both of them have resulted in touchdowns.
And I think he's on the bench right now, Brandon, smiling at his position coach and telling him, all those times you talked to us about efficiency, I'm living it right now.
Tucker with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Meanwhile, Allen's throw going to be caught by McKenzie.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Now Allen. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
I cannot imagine a more perfect half of football for one side, CD, and a more disastrous half of football for another side. But if you focus on the positive half, with this pick 6, you look at where that lead is at, and to think that we are only in the second quarter. My goodness.
I love the expression, my goodness indeed. Pretty obvious. It's a free fall out there. Everybody gets a chance to make a play. And if you're on the field, you've got a great chance of being the next guy that your teammates are celebrating.
Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
14 yards that time for number 14. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. And now here is another interception.
Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20-20.
He's got a man, complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Najee Harris in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens will extend their lead here. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Play action. Now Jackson.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
It's caught at the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Just